Today's Sunday, which means that there's a new episode for Boruto, and I only just now kind of got into the swing of things with the new computer, like I mentioned in the last couple videos that I've been talking about, and I only recently just got last week's episode up earlier this morning, so now I got to episode 67, I think it is. I don't remember, but I finally watched it just like a few minutes ago, and I really liked it. I was actually enjoying watching a Boruto episode for once, I feel like. And it was for all the completely different reasons than what I was expecting. Or rather, I was expecting them to do what I was hoping that they were going to do, but I didn't know how they were going to do it, right? How are they going to like proceed this out longer? How are they going to proceed this whole thing with Victor and Deepa out longer, right? Because they're still members of Kara. They're in this episode, and they pretty much say that, like, yeah, we're a part of the organization Kara. So yeah, that basically confirms what I have been saying for a while now. And yeah, I thought it was great. I honestly thought it was great. The whole episode starts with Mitsuki getting Boruto and Sarada, emergency first aid, and he used Sage Mode in order to do that. And Sage Mode fucked up his body, so now he's with Orochimaru, and Orochimaru's trying to repair what's left of what he can, still be as. He has to be basically almost recreated in certain ways. And Boruto and Sarada are back at the Leaf Village, and they're getting, obviously, care from Sakura and Shizune. Something that I really like that they did during like the whole time when they're trying to heal their injuries, is Hinata and Himawari are there, and they're obviously very scared for their son and brother respectively. And then fucking Naruto shows up, and he looks like he just tried to run a fucking marathon or some shit because he's breathing heavily. And I was like, wow, he really does give a shit about his son. He really does give a shit about his son, which of course he does, but it's just, I thought it was nice to see, and that obviously their bond is, still stronger than it ever was. He took time away from being the Hokage to go and see if his son is okay or not. But of course, it's still Naruto. He's still completely optimistic over everything. So he, immediately tells, Hinata and Himawari that he's gonna be okay and that he'll, get back into the swing of things as soon as possible. Probably sooner than they would probably expect someone to actually be able to do, because that's just who he is. That's just who Boruto is. He's not gonna just sit there and do nothing. He's gonna get back on top and get back where he needs to be. And the episode continues on, and Boruto and Sarada are obviously like kind of upset. They're upset that they weren't strong enough and that they couldn't win the fight that they were in. And their opponent was just too strong, and they couldn't do anything, to the point where they had to retreat, get medical attention. That Mitsuki is almost fucking dead, and even Boruto and Sarada, they almost died as well. And what I liked and what stayed true to their character is that they're not even like upset about it, really. They're not sad. They're just fucking mad. They're mad that they weren't strong enough. They're mad at themselves for not getting stronger and for doing what needed to be done, which was to get the Hashirama cell back to the Leaf Village and complete the mission and do what needed to be done. They didn't do it, and they're more so mad at themselves for this. And so, what did they decide to do? They decided to tell Konohamaru, which he's then going to be going back with Mugino to go and investigate to see what the hell they're doing. They go ahead and tell Konohamaru, like, yeah, we're really fucking weak, we suck, and we're gonna go ahead and let you go do your thing while we stay here and get stronger. Which, yeah, I'm paraphrasing it, but when you watch the episode, they do it really well, and it's animated really well, the lighting was really good, and, it was great. It was really great to see them actually feel like they actually developed in some sort of way, instead of just, going and do a mission, some fucking strong adversity comes out, power, friendship, Rasengan, Sharingan, blah, 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 right? They end up winning in the end anyways. Maybe they don't win immediately, but by the end of things, they end up, winning in the long run, so it doesn't really matter, and they don't actually get any development because Well, they already beat the guy, so why did they need to get stronger? In this instance, they found a guy who was way fucking stronger than them, and they couldn't win, and now that they got their fucking ass beat, and they essentially failed the mission, they actually have more of a reason and motivation to want to get stronger and be better at what they're currently doing. And I really like that. And the episode ends with Sarada. She's about to go and basically improve her Sharingan more with her dad, and Boruto was actually gonna be was actually intended to train with Sasuke, but Sarada kind of beat him to the punch. So now he's gonna go and train with Kakashi, and that should be interesting. Even though I would have liked to see Boruto train with his dad because that just makes sense, but no, it's gonna be with Kakashi. And granted, I like seeing Kakashi regardless. So let's see what happens with the hijinks that ensue with the two of them. So that should be interesting. But yeah, overall, I actually really liked the episode just because tonally it felt different than what we gotten before. Especially during the arc so far. Just it was way more interesting. It was way more interesting than anything that we've gotten over the past couple of weeks, and I really enjoyed it because of that. So yeah, those are basically my thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.